Over the last couple of years, I've been helping nurses and other professionals to launch and grow their side hustle and business. Recently, I've been receiving more and more requests, and it's getting harder and harder to help everyone. So I began thinking about the best way to help you. I came up with 3 ways to better serve you and help you to live the life of your dreams, and I'm going to share them with you in this episode. Welcome to the Stay at Home Nurse Podcast. I'm your host, Deanna Cooper Gillingham. For over 25 years, I've strived to use my nurse credentials to find work that fit my lifestyle. Whether it was raising my 4 children and 3 fur babies, traveling the world, or moving to Mexico and living on the Caribbean Sea. Sometimes I succeeded, and sometimes I failed, but I always learned from the experience. Now, I want to help you by sharing what worked and what didn't work. There are so many opportunities out there for nurses today. The Stay at Home Nurse Podcast will inspire and equip you to have a nursing career that is meaningful and supports your lifestyle. Now let's get started. Whether it's collaborating, mentoring, or helping to launch or grow a business, I love helping others to make money by helping others do what they love. There is nothing more rewarding to me than helping someone to reach their goals and live the life they dream of. But recently, I've been getting more requests than I can handle. I don't want to turn anyone away, so I started to think about the best way to help the most people. Here are 3 of the ways that I came up with. Number 1, Clubhouse. I love podcasting, and I love my Facebook group, but there are limitations. It is a one-way conversation. I'm talking at you, and you're listening. So I'm really excited about this new app called Clubhouse. This new platform lets people chat in real time, share stories, collaborate, and bounce ideas off of each other using their voice. It allows for a true 2-way conversation. Have you ever been listening to a podcast and thought of a question to ask or had value to add to the conversation? In Clubhouse, you can raise your hand and ask to join the conversation. How cool is that? I have been very impressed with the conversations going on in Clubhouse rooms. In fact, my very first night on Clubhouse, I was listening in on a room with experienced nurses mentoring nursing students. That conversation was so uplifting. It really gave me hope about the future of our profession. The way the older nurses were mentoring the younger nurses and the nursing students was just incredible. All I kept thinking was, no more nurses eating their young. I love it. Now on Clubhouse, you don't have to talk. You can just stay in the audience, as they call it, and listen in. I'm already talking with some of my colleagues about how we can best serve you using this platform. If you're already on Clubhouse, follow me. You can find me by searching my name, Deanna Gillingham, or you can look for me by searching at D. Gillingham. If you're not on Clubhouse yet, but you're interested in joining, here's what you need to know. Clubhouse is still in a private beta phase and only available on iPhone. They do plan on rolling out to Android later this year, so if you're listening live when this is recorded in January of 2021, you may have to wait if you're not an iPhone user. But if you're listening in the future, check and see if it's available to Android. As of this recording, there are only 2 ways you can get onto the platform, and they both require a close relationship with people already on the app. The first way is by personal invitation. When someone joins Clubhouse, they're automatically granted 1 invitation they can send to somebody using their phone number. This means members are going to send invitations to people they have a close connection with, like a good friend, rather than merely an acquaintance. The person has to already be in their contact list on their phone. Once someone is on Clubhouse for a while and spend time moderating rooms and speaking, they will earn more invites. So way number 1 to get on Clubhouse is to get an invitation. This will come via text message. Way number 2 that you can get on Clubhouse as of this recording is through an exclusive side door. When you visit Clubhouse's website, they give you the option to download the app from the App Store so you can reserve your username. Depending on how many of your friends are already using Clubhouse, they may receive a notification letting them know that you've reserved your username and downloaded the app. When this happens, they get the option to wave you through, even if they don't have an official invitation to send. I've been able to do this with several of my friends, but it doesn't always work. Just because a friend is in your contact list does not mean you'll be able to get them in the side door. If you're listening to this podcast soon after it's released, and you have an iPhone, and you're interested in joining Clubhouse, go to our Facebook group, the Stay at Home Nurse Podcast Facebook group. Once you get there, search for the post for this episode, episode 49, 3 New Ways to Serve You and Help You to Live the Life of Your Dreams. In the comments, let us know that you're interested in joining. We can start a Clubhouse train. What this is we invite the first person in, they invite the next person who says they're interested, they invite the next person, and this allows all of us who have something in common to all join and connect on Clubhouse. If you are not interested in joining Clubhouse, or if you can't because you don't have an iPhone, no worries. I'm still going to be here every week with a new podcast episode. And I still have 2 more ways that I want to serve you and help you to live the life of your dreams. And that brings us to number 2, masterminds. A mastermind is a group of like-minded people with similar goals who get together at regularly set intervals to help each other to reach their goals. Often there is a rotating hot seat where somebody explains an issue or problem that they're having, and everybody else in the mastermind pours into them, giving them advice, recommendations, and support. I have been in several masterminds over the years. I find them so incredibly helpful that when I can't find a mastermind that I want to join, I will create my own. And I've created several masterminds, many of which I'm still in. They are so valuable when you get the right mix of people in the mastermind. Masterminds that I've been a part of have helped me go from a book to a company. They've helped me go from a side hustle to quitting my job, moving to Mexico, and living the life of my dreams on the Caribbean Sea. Members of my masterminds have gone from idea to multi-6-figure business, have gone from side hustle to quitting their jobs and working full-time on their business, and been able to create the lifestyle and freedom that they desire. It is truly amazing what can be accomplished when a group of like-minded people come together and support each other. If you're interested in one of my mastermind programs, shoot me an email at hello@thestayathomenurse.com with the subject line mastermind, and let me know a little about yourself. This will help me to know which of my mastermind programs you may be a good fit for. And if you get my email newsletters, you can always reply back to that. That way you don't have to remember my email address. Okay, and that takes us to number 3, and that is coaching. If you feel that you would benefit the most from one-on-one individualized coaching, I do still have a limited number of spots available. Again, you can shoot me an email or reply to my email newsletter, and we can get on a discovery call to see how we can best work together. Now for a quick recap, the 3 ways that I can best serve you and help you to live the life of your dreams. Number 1, Clubhouse. A great way for us to connect and have real life conversations. Pros, it's free. Cons, it's not available to everyone. You have to have an iPhone and you have to get invited. Number 2, masterminds. These are a great way to be in a group with like-minded people with similar goals, all learning together, supporting each other, and growing together. The pros, exponential growth towards your goals and the life of your dreams. The cons, you have to show up, be willing to help others, be willing to be helped by others, and there is a time commitment of a minimum of 6 months, and there is a cost associated with this. And finally, one-on-one coaching, individualized attention to help you get to where you want to be. The pros, this may be the best use of your time and get you there the fastest. because this is one-on-one time with me where I'm solely dedicated to you and helping you get to where you want to be. The con, it is the biggest investment. And that's a wrap for this week's episode. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified next week when our new episode comes out. You're not going to want to miss that episode. I'll be talking to nurse practitioner, case manager, author, and health consultant Mercedes NP. She is all that and more. Until then, adios from beautiful Puerto Aventuras, Mexico.